My name is Karen Mander. I work for a company called Digital Print Partners. I've been here about a year so far. I've been in the corrugated industry over 30 years, multiple different aspects, but this is the first time being in digital printing. We are selling digital printed sheets to the trades. That would be converting facilities within the Chicagoland market or regions around the Chicagoland market. We do not do any production internally here. We have a Barberan JetMaster 2.0. It is the newest within the industry. It's the first one in the Midwest region. Runs 120 meters per minute. Perfect sheet size, perfect print. We also have an Elitron within our facility. The footprint for the Elitron that we use is a 60 by 120, which complements our Barberan very effectively as we start to produce anything within the corrugated market. Our journey started with a competitor to Elitron. Bay Cities is one of our managing partners, and they have various different type of cutters within their facility in California. And as we went down the path, they did not have the automation that we needed. And then when they went to visit Elitron, that was a game changer for us. We only have 6 full-time people, and we have 3 temps. And we don't have an abundance of staff that's here all the time. And with the automation, the ability to run it on off hours, that has been a game changer for us also. Running it on weekends. While we sleep, that machine is running. All we need to do is have a person switch out a unit. It's 24 hours in a day, I've got to use all of them. And this machine allows us to use all 24 hours in a day with limited overhead of personnel. I don't have to have a full-time employee on it. We currently do not have a full-time employee on it. When you have a good product, you don't have to be fake, and that's what we have here. We have we name all our machines here. This is one thing I want to do. Our Barberan is called Barberan, and our Elitron is called Ellie. They are the 2 most reliable ladies that we have in this facility. Yeah. We can run something within 24 hours from print, die cut, finish, shipped out the door. We would not be able to do those turnarounds without having that automation within our facility. Also, the Elitron gives us the ability for us to print and then cut the sample for the customer. Why is that important? A lot of time customers will give us artwork and they think it's correct, but until we cut it, fold it, flip it, we have caught millions of dollars in mistakes with this Elitron because we have cut it and they've realized, oops, I had something upside down before it goes into production. It happens all the time. The Elitron gives us the ability to be somewhat in the converting market in order for us to take smaller digital jobs and having the ability to die cut those and bring those into a speed to market approach. The Walmarts of the world, the large CPG companies have fast turns that allows us with the automation in the Elitron to get us from printing right to die cutting and out the door to the customer. What is our minimum order? 1, because I have the Elitron. 1. The Elitron has given us the additional ability to have more revenue coming through the facility because we can charge for using the Elitron. So for a money stream for us, an ability to upsell, the Elitron has given us that ability. And when the trades are at capacity or can't get a cutting die, they opt to go right onto the Elitron. But it's a one and done job. They don't know if it's going to run again. Why buy the tooling? There's a sustainability aspect to it too, because if you buy a cutting die and you're never going to run it again, it goes in a landfill. So that's the story that we're also telling. Sustainability, why buy a die if you don't need it? We've got a machine that can do the same thing. We got the machine, was it September of last year? Something like that. It was before we were fully running with the Barberan, September for us. The return on investment in the machine, from what the data we have currently received, we are probably 50% there right now. We need to get more volume through the Barberan, which would in turn give us more volume through the Elitron. So one feeds the other. So if we work on the front, we'll work on the back. If you take my Ellie, I would hunt them down and shoot them. I've been in the industry 30 years. If I could afford it, I'd put 4 of them in this plant and let it run all day long, every day, 7 days a week. If I had the volume, if I put a second Barberan in here, I think this needs to be, when you're selling a Barberan or some type of a digital press, you need to have one of these machines sitting in your facility. I mean, I think when we bring people in to see our facility, we always bring them to the Barberan first and we say, hey, we have this Elitron, and we make sure she's running at the same time. We always make sure she's running because we want them to hear it, We also want them to see we have this automation here, we have this ability to service you, small format, small volumes, but I believe that like instead of a Kongsberg or a typical cutting table, that these should be in most corrugated facilities because it's a game changer in the ability to cut samples.